Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. The magics of the internet. You can be listening, watching anytime. I am Rosalind Thibodeau, Roz Reed, and we don't know what this is going to be. You're going to be here with us.
So will we. I'm Nikki Davis, also known as Nick Nick to my grandbaby, Let's do this. Let's see where this takes us. Let's go.
Okay, we're gonna do a lot of edits. We're not doing this live. This is Tequila Talks and Vodka Visits. Yes,
That was my line.
That was her line. We should have this scripted. This should not be on the cusp thing.
Yeah.
But this is our pilot episode, so I feel like you're just gonna be here with us falling apart or making it work. We don't know.
Sometimes falling apart and making it work goes together.
It really is early in the morning.
Yes.
I don't know. This is not gonna air, pod, whatever. I don't even know what podcasts do. It probably is not gonna be early in the morning when we post it. Is that what we do? Upload it. Maybe
Yes.
you're listening to it early in the morning, but this is, I don't know. This is
so
where
don't
we
think
are.
that we'll be drinking tequila and vodka bright and early in the morning.
Maybe.
Or maybe.
Maybe.
Depends
This is New Orleans, and it is just customary. But today I'm drinking water, even though Nikki made me hide it on the floor. I am drinking bottled water because I didn't have a pretty cup, so I wasn't allowed to have it. But
It's not aesthetically pleasing. No.
Nick is the aesthetically pleasing partner here.
Yeah.
She is the Tequila Talks partner.
And Roz is the one that babbles. So, we make it work.
She
The
should
perfect
be
pair.
The tequila thinker.
I'm the tequila
The
thinker.
tequila thinker. And I'm the babbler. So, but, we really do have some great topics that we want to cover, not necessarily today, just in life. We will be dropping a new podcast every Tuesday, so watch for that. Log on, like us, subscribe, whatever it is that you're supposed to do. Do that, because it will be every Tuesday, so I hope that you like us. And we do have some wonderful topics that we hope will be fun and maybe educational, probably
informative,
Yeah, informative. Sort of started out little background. We are both professional women, believe it or not. But I mean, it's very believable for Nikki. It's very believable.
I play the part.
She's professional. We are both professional women. I have a brokerage. I'm also a contractor. We own a commercial HVAC company together. So we are business owners. So we can definitely talk about business a little bit, give some business advice. We are also moms and grandmoms. All the things that grown-up women are, and we are also not very good at being grown-ups sometimes, I think.
You have to let loose and have some fun and recapture your youth.
So everything. We're going to be talking about everything.
Oh, and we're
Grown up.
married.
Yeah.
We're both married. So we're wives as well.
I'm sorry. I should have. My husband would be so
You're
mad.
going to get in trouble for that.
I am. But if you noticed, I did introduce myself as Rosalind Thibodeau, which I use in my professional world. But let's be honest, Roz Reed sounds so much better. Like it just rolls off the tongue. Oh, la la la, Rosalind Reed. It just rolls off the tongue. So, but we do have some great topics. So we're going to get to all of the topics over the next few weeks. But one of the things that I personally I'm going to look forward to the most, and I hope that you do, is that the end of every podcast, we will have Nikki's nickel. She is going to give her 2 cents on how to save nickels, because Nikki is the expert at saving money, the expert at making sure you have money when you need it. I am the expert at spending money.
Excessively.
Yes. Luckily, however, I am also pretty good at making money. So I am not spending my husband's money, for those of you that are wondering. I am spending my money. I'm not saying that I mean, I can spend my husband's money, but I am spending my money. So I'm good at making it, but I'm better at spending it. Nikki is going to talk about how to save money, how to make money stretch, the best ways to get best credit, all things money. Because of all the problems that we have as being grown-ups, I think we can all agree, or most of us can agree, unless you're just a self-made millionaire, that most of us can agree money is one of the biggest, hoops of being a grown-up.
It is. And it doesn't seem to be coming in as fast as it's going out these days with the economy.
No, facts. I mean, I'm pretty good at making it go out no matter what the economy is. I'll tell you something else. The more money I'm spending, if you see me on a shopping trip, on a shopping spree, you can bet that I'm broke. The more...
She cannot afford that shopping trip.
That's right. I spend more money when I'm broke than I do when I have money. I don't know. That's like that's a psychological thing.
Is it a little pick-me-up for you?
I guess.
I think sometimes when I have a bad day, I feel like, let me just go to the store and look around and maybe buy a cute little pair of shoes or some earrings. And when I say buy, I'm a frugal shopper. I do not pay full price.
So when she says buy, she means shop. She actually shops and finds the deal.
Yeah.
And I do not.
Yeah.
So we have Nikki's nickel at the end of every podcast. So definitely that's going to be something
Stay tuned
to look.
in.
Yeah, stay tuned. That's going to be something to look forward to. Do you have a Nikki's nickel for today?
I do.
Prepared?
It's just a start off. Yes.
A start off?
A start off.
Okay.
Yeah. Set the tone for the rest of my nickels to come.
Okay, good. I like it. I like a good start off. Today's topic.
I have no idea. We didn't talk about this.
No, we didn't. But it's a pilot episode. Do they have pilots in podcast? We're all learning together. I'm going to say that.
We're paving the way.
I'm going to say that over and over. So I think what's important in the pilot is getting to know each other. I mean, not you and I. We know each other.
Knowing our audience.
Getting to know, the audience.
Send us some topics. Send us some questions that you have. Ask us personal questions.
You can do that.
Ask her personal questions.
You can do that.
I'm here for it.
But let me tell you, this is not live. So your questions will be answered at some random time, but we'll tag you.
Yes.
Or
in later podcasts.
Something.
We might cover those topics.
We'll let you know when we're covering
Give
your
you a shout
question.
out.
But you can 100% ask questions. We would love that. I am an oversharer, I guess.
Part of the reason I love her.
Yeah, I'm an oversharer. But what I was going to say, also, let me tell you on the pilot while we're thinking about this, I do babble. I talk a lot. But I have a pronunciation problem. I don't know how...
No. You make up your own words.
I make up my own words. I think that they're real words. I think that they're words that I've heard, but maybe I have a hearing problem. Maybe it's not a pronunciation problem. Maybe I have a hearing problem because I think that they are words that I've heard, and I'm pretty convinced that I am using these words correctly.
Does that go hand in hand with not being able to spell?
No, I can't spell because either, and I don't know, I'm going to have to ask my mom. Maybe we'll get my mom on the phone. Either I never crawled and I just went straight to walking, or I never had baby food and I just ate regular food.
My son went straight to walking and he can spell. Just saying.
But is he good at math? Yeah, he is. He's an engineer.
No, he's not.
He's not? What is he? What is he? I thought he was an engineer. Something with numbers.
No, he does recruiting for an autism clinic in Texas.
I didn't know that.
He's
so
a
maybe he's not
business
good
and
at math.
marketing major.
So maybe he's not good at math. Is he good at math?
I don't know, Logan. Are you good at math? You didn't get it from me.
I think he's not good at math because he didn't crawl. And so that means that I didn't eat baby food.
But he's good at so many other things.
Yeah, right. But if you skip a step, if you skip a stage, then you will never learn spelling or math.
I didn't learn math. That's okay.
She skipped a
I
stage.
can spell. I edit her work. And she gives me the words because I'm usually like, what's that word again?
Or low key.
And then I look up what she's telling me because I know it's not the right word.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And you know what else? I'm writing a book. As you know, I'm writing a book. I spell words so wrong that it spells other words right, so spell check doesn't even catch it.
No.
So then when you're reading, if you ever read my book, if you're reading my book, there's these random words that are actual words, they just don't make sense in the sentence because
I'll be
it's
pre-editing that
it's a
book, so
different-
don't worry. You
it's
will
a
be able to
different
understand
word.
it. Yeah.
It's a different word.
Yeah.
I was going somewhere with all of that, with
Oh, that you babble and you come up with new words.
words, yeah. Oh, so just know that I don't pronounce things. I don't think that I do pronounce them right. I'm acknowledging it. I'm taking responsibility for it. So y'all don't have to start.
Sometimes we just roll with it, and I don't correct her, and we're like, okay, well, let's see where this
That's
is
gonna be the
going to
word
take
of the
us.
day.
I'm going to try to put the pieces of her story together and come up with the puzzle. And sometimes I can figure out what she's talking about.
Sometimes.
Sometimes
Sometimes
I'm like, Ross, what are you talking about?
I think when I was in school, they said when you were reading out loud, I hate to read out loud, but they said when you were reading out loud, or if when you're reading to yourself, if you didn't know a word, to just skip it because the rest of the sentence or the rest of the story would help you figure out what that word was. So if I just say one word wrong, just skip it. Just skip it. You'll catch on. I'm not using big words.
It can be a very important word.
I mean, it could be. It could be. I can't think of an important word that would make it such that you would not know what the general topic is.
It's like I was listening to my grandparents and my mom and my uncles speaking Cajun French. I would just listen for the one or two words that I understood, and then I got the gist of their conversation. So that's just how I approach my conversations with Ross.
I thought she was going to say with everyone, but with me in particular, that's how she approaches the conversation.
This is true.
Okay, so pilot, that's what we were talking about. We're talking about pilot, talking about the pilot and getting to know each other. So tiny bit of background, yes, we are both professional women. I told you I have a brokerage, a licensed contractor. Nikki and I have an HVAC company together. And I don't typically in life, do I say this much? I feel like I'm saying a lot.
I never really noticed. Now, every time I talk to you, I'm going to be counting your ums.
Right? All of a sudden, I feel as though I'm saying a lot. I'm going to try to stop doing that.
Well, the pressure is because we're speaking to an audience. When we're speaking to each other, our conversation just flows. Mostly her doing all the talking. But
and this is not live. I think we made that obvious. This is not live.
Thank God.
Right. So we could edit. So there's not pressure technically. What was I saying before all that? Oh, so the pilot. So we're both professional. We do not. So other than the HVAC company that we do own together, we don't work together. We don't work for the same company.
No, I'm also a realtor. I'm also a transaction coordinator where I assist several other producing agents, keeping their business going. What else do I do?
Everything. You keep their business going. You keep them completely afloat. I don't care what business it is. It could be any business. You could put Nikki in any office, anywhere, and she will run that office. Anywhere.
My friend has great faith in me.
It's not faith. It is fact. Any office, it doesn't matter what is subsidiary a thing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what subsidiary it is in. She will run that office. She will run the office. Here's the thing that you don't know. Nikki is very good at managing people, and she doesn't know it. She doesn't realize that she's managing, or maybe you do. Maybe you're that good.
No, I like to do it at home. I don't like to do it at work. But I just like to get the work done. And I like organization. And I kind of like to be in control a little bit. I'm a control freak.
See, there it is.
But I come with a very strong work ethic. I get that from my dad. So I am just there. I show up and I want to get the work done. So, and I expect that from other people. And if you don't have the same work ethic, I struggle. I really struggle to accept coworkers who lack that same work ethic. And I'm like, just work.
Yeah. Right.
We have a job to do. Let's do so we can go home and be with our families.
So, again, anywhere. You can drop her anywhere. And the reason I say that is because part of this podcast, we have a lot of topics, but obviously since we are both professional women, a lot of the topics are going to revolve around professional life, just things that you do in your professional life and balancing professional life. But I just think it's absolutely remarkable because Nikki can manage any office place, and it doesn't matter if that office place has 1 employee or 55. She's like, so I don't know if we can, I think we can say this because she works for Keller Williams, and that's a
very large.
That's a large company, and she's a transaction coordinator for Keller Williams. So that's a large company. There's a lot of agents,
a lot of
parts, personalities.
Lots of person. I love it. I love training new agents. I love supporting new agents. I love hyping them up, getting them excited about their new business. I've done it for years, and after almost 25 years of being in and out of the real estate business, I'm actually selling real estate myself this year. 25 years of supporting other people.
And one of the worst years, in my opinion, one of the worst years to be a realtor. Yeah. And she's rocking at it. Rocking.
Thanks, friend.
I know. You know. Yeah. I would hate that. I would hate what you do. Being in that office. That's a lot. And realtor, do y'all have more women than men? I feel like there's more women. I should know this because I've been in real estate a long time. I do have a brokerage, but I feel like there's more women agents than there are men agents.
I feel like from what I see at the office, because I've only been there since March of this year, that there's almost an even amount from what I see coming into the office.
Yeah.
I've looked at the roster, and I think looking at the roster, there's a lot more women, but not all of them are actively selling. But there's a lot of men that are in the office.
So, working.
Yeah,
bringing home the bacon.
But there's a lot of women, too, making those bucks.
I can't work with women. I don't want to work with women. I don't hire women. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to get canceled before we get...
My daughter works for her.
Okay, yes. But...
but that's like her daughter.
It is like my daughter. Keegan, we were talking about, like, meeting people and doing things, and Keegan was, like, talking about how you and I met, because obviously before Keegan was born. And she looked at me and she said, I don't remember ever meeting you. You've just always been there. Well, yeah. In Keegan's life, that's 100% true.
Right.
Logan might remember meeting, but maybe not. He's like 2.
He was like,
or something.
Yeah, he was a baby.
Yeah, so maybe not. But anyway, I don't like working with women. I don't like hiring them. I don't like having them in the office.
We have nothing against women.
Yeah. To be clear.
Every time I have interviewed at a company where there's a lot of women, I have always asked, how is the camaraderie? What is the culture like surrounding the women? Is there a lot of drama? I do not like drama. I don't like conflict. I try to avoid it like the plague. And there's just a lot of personalities and hormones that go into play with women.
It's high school. I feel like we never get past high school. Admit it, women. Yes. You never get past high school. All the time. Professional, PTA.
Yeah.
You never get past high school. I don't like working with women. Also, I fundamentally do not care. I do not care. I don't know which camera to look at. I don't care about your children. I really don't. I don't want to see the pictures of your kids. I don't want to know about their color of the shit in their diaper. I don't care. I barely like my own children. I don't care about your children. I don't want to see pictures of your vacation. Let's just go to work. Women feel the need to, and I say this knowing that I too am an oversharer. I'm a huge oversharer, but I don't want to be your friend. I have a lot of friends. I have enough friends. I don't want to be your friend, and so I don't like working with women. I don't like hiring women. I didn't vote for equal rights.
We have a women-owned business.
We do, but we hire men. To be fair, there's not a whole bunch of women knocking on our door wanting to install HVAC, so I'm not saying I would not hire a female HVAC technician. I would, because they would not be sitting with me in my office on a daily basis. But generally...
This may offend some of our listeners, women listeners. Let's make this clear. Let's just clarify.
No,
let's clarify.
It offends them. True. Everybody's offended too easily.
Yeah.
That's just is what it is.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with me, but does it really offend you?
I'm not offended. I don't get offended.
How
However,
important am I that my opinion could be offensive to anyone? I'm not that important. It shouldn't offend you.
important to me.
I'm important to you, so am I
Yes.
offending you?
No.
I would be upset if I was offending
because
you.
I get it. And also a disclaimer: the women that I work with currently are a great group of women. We get along splendidly. We all have different personalities. We all understand each other's personalities, and I think that's the key, is to have mutual respect for each other and understand, okay, she might be having a bad day. We're going to just keep on trucking and do our job. But yeah, it can be pretty tricky. I have worked in some companies, oil field companies mostly, where there were groups of women that became very catty, and it made the workplace very volatile. But I also worked at some companies where the men, let's just leave it like that.
No, I want the overshare. I want the overshare. That because
they may have overstepped with their comments or conversations.
I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad.
I don't get offended. I grew up
let's talk
I have
about
two
that.
older brothers. My sister and I had a lot of guy friends. I am very comfortable around men. I do not get offended. They dish it out. I dish it right back. So
do you?
all in jest.
Again, this is not live, so this is going to be a stupid question to ask, but ask it. Y'all engage in the comments. Do you, women, I'm talking to the women now.
Because we can go back into these podcasts and say, hey, on our last podcast, someone asked a question or commented. Let's address this.
So do you, women in the workplace, professional women, do you get insulted if a man... Let's start with compliments. Do you get insulted by compliments? Do you feel harassed by compliments? Do you feel less than by compliments? And I'm asking this legitimately because there is...
Can I answer that question?
Yes,
just on
please.
my opinion? Because
Yes. I have these papers that really... I'm going to tell you, there's not anything important on these papers.
There's no notes. There's no key notes.
These are topics that Keegan, her daughter, my assistant, and our producer, who, by the way, for this pilot episode is nowhere to be found. These are topics that she gave us, but I'm not looking at them because they're for future topics. This is stuff that we were supposed to know before we got on air, but I'm holding it because it makes me feel like I have something important. So that's there's nothing in there. But go on.
Do I personally get offended by compliments from men in the workplace? I'm a words of affirmation kind of girl. Can't help it. It's who I am. I love the compliments.
Okay.
I do. As long as they're not too sleazy or over the line, I'm good with it.
I feel the same. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
But I like the compliments from the women too. So
Right.
I'm a words of affirmation person. I've always been that way.
And so then where's the line? So, you hear people say, cry sexual harassment. So where is the line? And if I accept compliments or if I accept what I call harmless flirts, this is going to piss some people off. This is going to probably piss my husband off. But, if you're just a natural flirt, and I think some people are. I think especially some men are just kind of natural flirts. That's how they get things done. That's how they accomplish
I think
things.
I'm a natural flirt. It's just I'm overly friendly sometimes, and I like the banter.
So then where does it go? If it goes too far, who's at fault? Is anybody at fault? And what's too far? And there's no answer. We're not going to solve this in 15 minutes. I'm just saying that I think it's too far. I think the whole sexual harassment thing is too far with a lot of things. I think y'all are going to hate me. Women, y'all are going to hate me. I know y'all are going to hate me. I'm saying...
She's a different breed.
I'm saying...
But there are other women like her, so you're going to connect with some women out there and be like, I get her. I'm just like that.
I just feel like it's not that big of a deal.
But also...
Chill.
Yeah. Don't be so sensitive.
Yeah, don't be so sensitive.
I mean, have respect for yourself and force other people to respect you. However, did it really affect you that much that you can no longer work with that person? You know? Are we not adults? Can we not have this conversation and like talk it out and say, set those boundaries?
Let's not use sexuality to ruin someone else's life. That's not fair. This is what happened. This is what I see. This is what I have seen. This is what I have experienced.
Well, we just had a conversation prior to our podcast of a friend who is going through something very similar.
So we have a friend that had a very long-term relationship with someone that he worked with, and she was in a position, I guess, I don't know if they were like unilateral or maybe he was like right above her, but they had a long-term relationship.
An actual relationship.
3-4 years relationship. And they were both married. Unfortunately, they were both married. But anyway, shit hit the fan, and the woman decided to claim sexual harassment. She said, oh, no, this is sexual harassment. I felt forced. I felt blah, blah, blah. And I think we see that a lot when things start to come out.
Or it goes south. Or it goes south. They get hurt.
Yeah, it's an easy thing to claim. And I just feel like, shut up, women. Shut up. Because here's the thing. There are women that are truly experiencing harassment. And that are truly in shit situations, and it makes it really hard for those women
to speak up. We are not victim shaming. I
believe that victims exist. So let me just get that out of the way. There are victims.
Yes.
And I think that all you women that claim things that aren't anything, or that make bigger deals out of stuff.
That you are a willing participant in.
Yeah. And you can't. And look, guys, I'm not saying that flirting means that you're going to say yes to sex. I'm not making that stretch. I'm just saying you, relax. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying relax. Grow up and relax. It's not that deep. Nothing is that deep. You know what? I heard Cher on an interview say, and this is an old interview. I probably wasn't alive when the actual interview took place, so I saw a repeat of the interview where she said she always
Somebody's going to be saying that about us one day.
I know, right?
That we are in our 50s.
That she always says...
Correct.
That she always thinks... That she always... What was it? Oh, that she says... She thinks about whatever she's going through, whatever the moment is, and she says that is this going to matter in 5 years? And if the answer is no, let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Stop.
Let it go.
We can't be making these huge big deals.
But it's not just about harassment in the workplace. It's about any little thing that happens in your life.
Yeah. Stop making things a big deal.
Sensitized. I have way too much going on in my life to worry about the small, insignificant things that, my feelings may have gotten hurt today, but by somebody else. Somebody said.
Why does everybody have so many feelings now? And this is not a new topic. A lot of people are talking about this. I don't think I was allowed to have this many feelings.
I think social media has a lot to do with that, because people are just so quick to jump on social media and sensationalize things, blow things up, throw people under the bus. It's just so in your face now, so everybody just has an opinion on it. But I think having an opinion on something and then being overly sensitive to something is kind of crossing over. You can have an opinion and not let it really affect you the way that some of these things are affecting people.
Exactly. Take some accountability for you are responsible for your own feelings. I might say something that makes you feel bad, but ultimately you are responsible for your feelings. Yeah. And you can't change me. Mm-hmm. You cannot change what I'm saying or what I'm doing, but you can change your reaction to me. That's what you have power over.
Yeah.
You have power over your reactions to people and things. And take that. You need to take that power back. Yeah. Take some accountability for some
But in
things.
The same sense, devil's advocate here, yes, she can hurt your feelings and stuff like that, and you're responsible for the way that you react to your feelings being hurt. And let her know, like, hey, you really hurt my feelings, and whether or not she's sorry is on her. But you shouldn't be ashamed of how you feel. Your feelings are your feelings, but it doesn't have to turn into this huge ordeal.
Don't be a drowning man.
Let it be known, address it, figure it out. If she's sorry, she's sorry. If not, then you're like, okay, well then I know I need to guard myself in future interactions.
Just don't be my friend. Don't be my friend if I'm messing with your feelings. Don't be my friend.
Sometimes we need to get our feelings hurt, because sometimes we just need a little wake up call and say, "Hey, you're overreacting."
The people whose feelings I hurt the most are my children.
My children hurt my feelings the most.
Full accountability for that. I hurt my children's feelings a lot because they call me with stupid shit. My kids, I love them. I love all of my kids. But their problems are made up. Mostly. My kids are grown. My children are grown. I have grandchildren, so I'm gonna be fair. I don't know their whole lives and everything that's going on. Everybody's got real problems. But most of everybody, not just my children, most of everybody's problems are made up. Myself included. Made up problems that are not a real thing, that are not going to matter in 5 years. They're not.
Sometimes it's not even a problem. Sometimes it's a situation. And they just need to talk it through.
A situation.
I had an agent call me yesterday morning, and he was flustered and he was frustrated. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to help me with this deal. It's just I have too much going on. Life is happening. I don't want it to fall apart, and it's a sticky situation." So I said, "Let's talk it through. Let's talk it through. How can I help you? What do you need me to do?" He said, "I'm not sure yet, but this is what's going on." And he kind of figured it out on himself. By himself. See, I make up words too.
Needed a sounding board.
He needed a sounding board just to kind of talk it through and someone to calm him down. And then we hung up. He said, "Okay, I'll get back to you." I said, "I'm here. Let me know." A couple hours later, I get a call back. He's like, "Thank you for talking it through with me. I think I got it." It's just sometimes people want to vent. They need to talk it out. And then they realize it's not that big of a deal. But some people just want to be heard.
So
Roz is not the one that will listen.
No, I don't.
I am more the sympathetic one. And I'm also, if you're going to come to me, do you want a solution or do you want an ear? Because if you're coming to me with a problem, we're going to fix it.
Yeah, Nikki is a fixer.
I am a fixer.
She is a fixer.
And if you just want a sympathetic ear, you better tell me up front, because I need to know this information. Because then I get frustrated and I'm like, I'm giving you sound advice and I'm telling you exactly how to fix it or work through it.
Some people don't want to fix.
And they don't want to fix it. They just want to. So I ask the question now, what do you need from me? Do you need me to just listen?
I need you to fix so many things. I have so many things. I'm glad that she said that. You all 2 people that are listening are the witness that Nikki is going to fix it. She's going to fix everything. So I'm just going to come to her with some random BS self-created problem, of which I'm sure I have plenty, and I'm going to get Nikki to fix it for me. And I think that would be great.
I am a pretty logical person sometimes.
That you are. Not sometimes. I would say that's you.
Majority, yeah.
I would say logic.
I'm very sensible.
Logic is for sure.
It has to make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, I'm going to say, what the hell are you doing? Why are we doing this?
So much doesn't make sense.
Although when she said, "Hey, let's do a podcast," I didn't say, "Roz, what the hell are you thinking?" I'm like, "Okay, let's go." You let go and you let Roz.
I am a big fan of that statement. Let go and let Roz.
Yes. I am too. Fan. I have learned to live.
we are actually sitting down, as you know, we are sitting down doing said podcast with absolutely no direction. I'm sure you have figured that out as well. The only direction that we have is we know there's going to be a Nikki's Nickel, and we know that no topic is off limits. And we know that I will probably piss some people off and get canceled before we get started. You know what I was thinking about last night? What is the opposite of canceled?
Promoted? I don't know. We're going to look that up.
I think, because I was thinking about that last night, and it got me thinking about that. And so it got me thinking about that is because last night when we were trying to set all this up and figure out the microphones and
that in itself was a comedy. We are not technically inclined.
So we spent a whole lot of time trying to figure out the logistics and the technical part of this, and I would say little to no time topicking this. But last night while we were doing this, I was thinking about this little video that I saw, and it said, say something that you pretend to understand, but you don't understand.
Oh, let's not go there again.
And so I'm not gonna go all the way there, but I'm gonna say that what I was telling Nikki that I really don't understand, that I pretend to understand, and I think it's important to say that I have a master's degree. I'm not self-educated, and the reason that I say that's important because when I tell you that I don't understand this, it's gonna make me look even more stupid. I don't.
You almost said stupider.
Huh? I did almost say stupider. It's just That's my word. I don't understand World War II. But in the process of me explaining to Nikki yesterday why I didn't understand World War II, it occurred to me if I were to say that out loud, like really out loud, and post that, I would probably get canceled. So I was thinking about it last night, and I was thinking about, I would get canceled. But I was like, what's the opposite of canceled? What if everyone doesn't understand World War II? What if no one really gets it and they're just scared to say?
Yeah.
And then I would be the opposite of canceled.
And we don't want to censor ourselves either.
No.
We're here, two friends, family, just kind of talking through topics and saying our opinions or our thoughts, and sometimes just things that just come out of nowhere. So I really can't say it's a thought, and we're not pre-thinking these things. Like, we're not.
That's not obvious.
Is that even a word?
I know.
Pre-thinking?
I know you
We're
were
not
fooled by the paper in my hand as though we had a script. But don't be fooled.
Sometimes we'll just start talking about things and we're just kind of figuring it out and like, well, what do you think about this? And I'm like, well, is that even a thing? And then sometimes I walk away from her and I'll go look stuff up and say, we were way off base, Because we want to understand things as well. We're not doing this because we want to preach to you our feelings and our opinions. We're just trying to figure it out,
Yeah, no, I agree.
Always learning.
Always learning. So, always learning.
I don't have a master's degree, so I need to get my education where I can.
To be fair, though, I have the most worthless degree. Maybe not the worst. Most worthless. I have some, probably in the top 10 of worthless degrees, because I have 2 bachelors in anthropology and psychology and a master's in English. So I don't know.
And we have trouble with words.
I have a lot of trouble with words.
There's your Louisiana education for you.
So, sorry. I don't know what I do know. I thought what I was going to do. I was going to go to law school. And when I don't know if you know this world, but back when I started college, they said, here's the top majors that law school looks for. And there was like chemistry. No.
There's math involved in that.
No chemistry.
No.
Chemistry was one of them. There were a few, and psychology was one of them. Believe it or not, criminal justice, which is what I think people think, wasn't in the top 5. I assume that it's because the law schools are looking for like more critical thinking. Anyway, so I majored in psychology, and then I thought if I don't go to law school, I'll be a child psychologist. I am neither of those things. I did not go to law school. I did, though, because I want props. I did get accepted to law school. On 3 separate occasions, I was accepted to law school. But I did not go, because sadly...
But she's really close. She's a notary.
In fairness, we're in Louisiana. In Louisiana, a notary is very close. I can do lots of law-like things. So, there's
Drop
that.
a will.
There is that.
Cash sales.
And I am not a psychologist, but I'll be happy to psych you if you want. So, but I thought a little background was important because I didn't understand. And I got way off topic because I was going to say something else. It's okay. We're going to get off topic because there is no topic. And we're just starting babbling. But I'm gonna end my babble, as I'm gonna try to do in every podcast. I'm gonna end my babble with some sort of thought. So I used to have a podcast. It's still out there. Nobody ever watched it. Called Rise with Roz, where I would give you some professional thought to help you become a better professional person. male, female, whatever you are, a better professional person. And so today, my thought is, I just want you to think about this. And if you want to hear the whole story, I'll tell you the whole story. But you're going to have to tell me that you want to hear the whole story. But my thought today is that I think you should just keep a little container of Play-Doh on your desk. Keep a little container of Play-Doh on your desk and look at that Play-Doh every single day. And I want you to know that Play-Doh started out as a cleaning solvent. And the company damn near went bankrupt. It just wasn't working out. But it was an excellent cleaning solvent. And it was non-toxic, a non-toxic cleaning solvent. And he added coloring. He added coloring to it. And obviously, he added coloring to it, and the rest is history. He sold it to Mattel and is, amazing. Yeah, made an amazing, millions of dollars. The point is, you need to keep that little Play-Doh on your desk because you have to remind yourself that one small change is all it takes. So just make that one small change. And we're going to leave you with Nikki's nickel today. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what it is. Because this, again, is not rehearsed.
It's not earth-shattering information. Being this is our first one, I just kind of want to say, when it comes to money, you need to set some goals and figure out how you want your money to work for you. What are the things that you're aiming to gain? Are you saving for a house? Are you saving to go to college? Are you saving for a car? Are you saving for your children's college funds? You have to set your goals. And before we can start saving that money and making smart financial decisions, you have to know what your goals are. And that's what I'm going to leave you with. Set those goals first, and then I'll start giving you some tips on how to make those happen.
Until next Tuesday, this is Tequila Talks
and Vodka Visits.